You must not avert your eyes. This is what is coming at us. Do not avert your eyes.
Willingly put up with them, right?
Yes, I know. I kind of do it to myself. It's just, are you familiar with sunk cost fallacy?
Yeah, kind of.
I just invested so much time and effort into rending their souls apart. And it's really hard for me to take a step back and say, maybe they're just too far gone.
Wait. Dustin's a ginger. He had a soul?
Well, you know, you all have some soul value. It's really the driving you to madness is what I'm here for. The souls.
Yeah, that tracks. But I mean, like, they're so good at doing it to themselves and then inflicting it on other people. I mean, do you remember the Krampus gauntlet from a couple Christmases ago?
How could I forget? They made you watch Sister Krampus.
I know.
Do you know how many people's minds Sister Krampus have completely stolen from them? It's like in the cursed video business, we call it the Christmas lobotomy.
At this point, I'm starting to wonder if I'm immortal.
I mean, you could be. You did die that one time. Well, that was an alternate time. Don't worry about that.
Wait, I died?
You know, it's best not to think about these things.
Oh, yeah.
The apocalypse happened a couple times, too.
Well, you know, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest with these two.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, between the Krampus gauntlet, between Jack and Kirby, I'm just like, I think something needs to change. I think something needs to change.
You could be right. I mean, thank God for Infinity Nikki, because if I didn't have some sort of release...
I know. I was going to ask you, what did you think about the new update outfits?
They're just so cute.
Really? I didn't think the fairy aesthetic would be your thing.
You know, I get that a lot, but I contain multitudes.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very, very true. Which reminds me, aren't they due to be here at this point? Like,
yeah, you know, it's funny. I feel like I forgot something tonight.
Hey, if anybody comes in here looking for me, I'm not here, and you never saw me. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, did Dustin come in here? Have you guys seen Dustin?
Oh, he went that way.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, right. The intervention was tonight.
Wait, intervention? Oh, is Dustin finally getting help for his problem?
Well, that's the idea.
All right, everybody, I'm back. Who wants some Sigma Brain?
I think Lost Causes is the theme for this evening.
Yeah, I think so.
Dustin, you son of a bitch.
Oh, hey, how's it going there? They were just talking about you.
What the fuck, dude? We did the banner and everything. And you, Gimcrack, why the fuck weren't you there?
Oh, he was hanging with me.
Yeah, see? I had a prior engagement.
Yeah, it turns out Gimcrack and I play the same video games. Like, we've actually been hanging for a few months now online. We just didn't realize.
Is this Casey? Is that you from the Glass Half Full Moon podcast?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even Christmas time. What do we watch? Are we going to watch a movie?
Yeah, considering I think...
There's some more Jack Kirby movies we can watch.
Yeah, and then of course, I'm still a little salty about the whole Sister Krampus thing.
Okay, I can't fault you for that. That was pretty bad, and that was pre-Sigma Brain, so I have no excuse for that.
You know what? When I found out that Gimcrack and I had been on the same server for a while, I decided to, stop by and pay a visit. Because let's face it, you put me through hell, you put him through hell, and it's cathartic to commiserate with someone who understands the torment.
It's been lovely, to be perfectly honest. I didn't know how much this was getting to me.
Well, it sounds like a match made in heaven here. So what are we doing here, folks?
Well, We were trying to get you off Sigma Brain. That was the point of the intervention.
I didn't know that was happening tonight.
Yeah, not only am I on Sigma Brain, I'm literally on Sigma Brain because I have this stack of suppositories and I'm just kind of clench and release, and you just kind of slowly lower it down.
They're not even suppositories. You're just taking the pills that way.
It's only because the bottle won't fit.
You see, you're literally talking about butt chugging Sigma Brain like you don't have a problem. You stuck it in your veins last week. Your veins.
Yeah.
Is that a dildo made with Sigma Brain liquid gels?
Jesus Christ!
Look,
I kind of feel like maybe they have a point, Dustin.
I think that Chet left that behind from a little while ago. That's not mine.
Really? Because
it says property of Dustin, if found, return to Gimcrack video on the bottom.
That sounds like Chet. I mean, that's not even my color. No.
Purple?
Damn it. So, Casey, have you met our jackalope?
I have, and I've actually been here a little while you two were doing your thing, and Gimcrack and the jackalope and I have had a nice little discussion, talked about some movies and stuff.
Okay, because that's good because we are the Found on Shelf podcast, and we do talk about movies. This is a movie podcast, folks, right?
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a podcast about movies. The only thing we talk about here is movies. We swear, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Hard-hitting film criticism.
Yes, latest, greatest, updated, newest movies out there. And you can give us a phone call at 252-564-8666 or visit us on foundonshelfpod.com.
Watch it. Listen to us wherever you find podcasts. Leave a review.
It already. I mean, they're already listening to it.
Oh, they found it on the shelf. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. On the. It's a virtual shelf.
I was about to say, when did you start releasing in a physical format?
I was thinking about it. I got to find a cassette tape distributor.
I have a t-shirt gun. We could just kind of like launch it at people.
For a moment, I thought you were going to suggest launching stuff at Dustin to get him to physically stop taking the Sigma Brain.
Oh, what a great way to test the product out.
Oh, wait. Have you guys considered maybe a shock collar for him? Every time he reaches for it, you zap him?
Well, they did try that. It backfired because I kind of liked it too much.
What about spraying him with a water bottle like a cat?
Well, we tried that, and it made us just made his nipples really weird and visible.
Yeah, that was your fault for putting the Better When Wet shirt on.
It's
You put that shirt on me and you bust out the Windex bottles. It happens.
Okay, so it sounds like what you had planned earlier didn't work. You might need to bring out the heavy stuff. Luckily, I think what I brought tonight might just do it.
Oh, what'd you bring?
Jackalope, would you please?
Evil lurks in the city, feeding off the souls of the unsuspecting. Slimy, serpentine, with rows of vicious, sharpened teeth. It devours. It hates. It sings show tunes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
all
see,
right.
Tonight's not random, guys. I promised the jackalope I'd crochet her a nice new sweater.
Thanks, girl.
So we're watching what I want to watch tonight.
Oh, okay.
And tonight we are watching another Frank Henenlotter classic.
Ooh.
With 1988's Brain Damage.
Oh, no, Brain Damage is cool. I like that one.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I've actually watched it.
And I think it might be a bit thematic.
Okay. Well, I guess I can load up a trailer here and we can just sit down and watch this film.
All right.
Let's do it.
It's funny. One night you go to bed, and when you wake up, everything is different. peculiar.
He's like a completely different person. I don't even know him anymore.
Something's gotten into him.
Sometimes everything glows with a different kind of light.
Deep into him.
What are you telling me? That we killed someone last night?
Something bad.
Attack me, Brian. Attack me.
Something slimy.
What are you doing?
Something very...
I know something's happened to you.
Very...
Hell is that?
Hungry.
You can't keep killing people every time you're hungry.
You're mine now, Brian. I own you.
Gotta get out of here fast. Go where?
You're a wreck, Brian.
Leave me alone!
Whenever you want to stop hurting, you come to me.
Brain damage. It will turn you inside out.
You can't kill people when you are.
I'm a little concerned by how fervently you were writing that down. Was there an incident earlier or something?
No, everything's fine.
Okay. All right.
I mean, they say you can't, but I mean, nothing has ever stopped me.
Fair enough.
This
enough.
This kind of illuminates all those too hot for TV Snickers commercials. I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense. The murder would be difficult to show on cable.
Too hot for TV Snickers?
Yeah, you know,
What?
Stickers. You're not you when you're hungry. The red band versions. Yeah. No, you know, where people just getting like massacred in the streets.
Okay,
I thought you were talking about actually sticking a Snickers in the microwave.
Or people getting massacred with Snickers. Like somebody's just running around town, like beating people with candy bars.
Literally shoving a Snickers down their throat to the point where they suffocate.
Don't give Polonia any ideas. That sounds like a way too cheap of a movie for them not to shoot.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
literally
more-
their murder weapon can be found at the impulse aisle at the grocery store.
You mean it could be found on a shelf? That seems more like a death toilet kind of idea than a Polonia.
I don't know. That toilet guy had kind of like a Bible man vibe. Do you think they're too Christian for the Dick vein and the Snickers?
I was
It's
about to
possible.
say, like, if a Snickers can definitely be used to imitate many a thing regarding a toilet.
True. Speaking of things that could imitate many things regarding a toilet, Elmer.
Elmer,
Ew.
indeed.
How do we? Who's gonna do a pitch for this movie?
We have to pitch this movie.
I can pitch it. I got a pitch written down already.
You got a pitch? All right.
Yeah.
So, Dustin, please let us know the pitch you have about the movie with the strong themes of addiction. And go.
Reefer Madness meets Little Shop of Horrors.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah,
That's real good.
yeah.
See, it's the Sigma brain really helps me kind of clarify things. I get to the point where I stop being weird and I just kind of things just make sense.
That's problematic. You know, Hidden Letter has this great vibe. The movies he does kind of like are like very Cronenberg-esque in that they just start.
Right.
And a lot of times they just stop, which Cronenberg does the same thing. Like the movie happens, but there's not like a straight beginning or end. Like you just like it's like a photograph of weird shit. And so does Miyazaki. So I guess my and some of his older films. So I guess my pitch for this movie is, do you want to see a movie by the Miyazaki of sleazy exploitation?
Another wonderful pitch. I'd see that. And you don't have to have a pitch, Casey, but if you want to, you can. I'll leave that choice up to you. You are our fine and lovely host for this evening, so let's see what you have to say.
You know, I was so busy playing games with Gimcrack earlier, I completely forgot about a pitch. But I mean, like, Reefer Madness meets
perfectly
Little Shop
fine.
of Horrors does track.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, how far would you go for a phallic leech that pumps Smurf blood directly into your brain that makes you see the prettiest colors in the world?
Casey, I want you to write my eulogy.
You better get started.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What do you have planned for this evening?
Wouldn't you like to know? No, I'm perfectly
If Patrick
fine.
dies, can I take his
Everything's fine.
job?
Yeah, but I get the Hawaiian shirts. So Brain Damage. This is a fun movie.
It is a good movie.
I love this movie.
I don't think that I had watched any of the Frank Henenlotter movies up until we watched Frankenhooker, and then we go straight to the Basket Case 3. No, we got this. It's I'm digging the style.
Did you ever go back and watch the first Basket Case?
Not yet. No. I was too busy watching Diary of Brothers or something. I don't know.
No, this is so my favorite Henlotter movie is obviously Frankenhooker because, but this is my second favorite because the vibes are impeccable in either film.
Which is very amusing because this is his second film, but
Mhm.
per IMDb, it's his highest rated. That isn't a short or one of like his biographical works that he did like after he quit directing and went really big into film history.
Yeah, it's also true that I think the cinematography in this is the best that he's ever had.
I would agree.
Yeah, some of these shots are really great. It's just.
And this is another one from the Steadicam operator that gave us Street Trash.
Yeah, it's a lot of the same crew that did Street Trash. It's a lot of the same crew that did the first Basket Case as well. So this was originally called Elmer the Parasite. The title Brain Damage came later in production, and something that I learned today that I was quite excited about, there's a fucking novelization of this movie.
So I bought it.
It was done by Fangoria's editor Robert Martin, and it's called Brain Damage, A Trip Through Hell. It gets way more sexual, goes way more into Aylmer's history, had a limited print run of 1,000 signed and numbered units, and was exclusively marketed as a mail order item through Fangoria. It has since been released on Amazon Kindle, and you can get it for $3,
which is what I did
with tax.
So
I bought it too.
Okay, we're gonna start a book club after this. And to that point, the novelization, I believe the author was talking about he was given license to kind of just do what he wanted. So it's probably not nearly as extreme as this, but it feels like it has a similar vibe to the novelization of Halloween, where it's like it's just doing its own thing.
Possibly. I mean, the guy who wrote it is a editor for Fangoria, so he's familiar with the genre.
What you're saying is Disney's going to buy the whole thing up, and now none of it's going to be canon.
Do you imagine what Disney would do if they wound up with this property? Jesus.
Oh God.
I'm surprised we're getting the 4K Rocky Horror.
It isn't as surprising the fact that the fucking Museum of Modern Art supervised a 4K restoration of this in 2018.
That's amazing.
Like, it definitely didn't get a lot of love when it released. I know a few people walked out when it was initially shown because it's gross. It's gross, and
I bet I could pinpoint probably where they walked out.
Oh, yes. That scene has actually been only recently added back in within the last few years. The scene in question is notoriously known as the zipper scene, and it was removed from theatrical and home video releases up until Synapse Video released an uncut DVD in, I believe, 2007?
Okay.
Well, with all the blood and gore that's going on, what could it possibly be that happened in the zipper scene that would cause?
We'll get to that. When I saw it, it was intact because the first time I saw this was when it ran on Joe Bob's The Last Drive-In a couple years ago. At this point, I couldn't tell you which season, but fascinating show because I think he had Frank on for that. No, we had Frank on for Frankenhooker.
Yeah, good stuff. So I guess. Do you have any other fun facts about stuff there?
I have quite a
like
few,
that
but
stuff.
we can intersperse them in between as we discuss how our film opens on an elderly couple.
Now, I do need to make
that old lady.
I do need to clarify. We did watch it this time while high, so it might be a little spotty.
Oh, Patrick! Like the whole point of the whole point of this is to warn about the dangers of drug abuse.
It felt like a good idea at the time.
Patrick, that's so counterintuitive. Oh.
I love it. Well done.
Our film opens on an elderly couple who appear to be quite worldly. Their home is full of Aboriginal statues and notes about acupressure points from Eastern medicine.
Yeah.
Like,
cool.
And the weird part is that's never noted on. Like, it's pretty, like, in the opening credits, it's pretty blatantly, like, a map of the human body with acupressure points or acupuncture points, whichever, they're the same fucking
I thought
thing.
it was really interesting how it kind of like has parallels with Frankenhooker several years later, just because that one also has like openings of like anatomy drawings and stuff. You have at least like, or at least the credits have that. After the murder scene, death scene, but like there's like a thematic reason for that, whereas this one has a thematic reason, but it's only implied.
Yeah. Well, this lovely elderly couple have procured some rather lovely looking brains that they dress up with parsley.
And you don't really know. Oh, I like the casual bitching about their supplier and where they get stuff from, and they're like, oh, he just wants to talk on and say this.
I miss Gottlieb.
It's just a very it's a very, very casual conversation. Then you realize that you're talking about where they're purchasing brains.
Yes.
So that was fun. I always liked
And
that.
they intend to feed these brains to a creature called an ailemer, which they keep in their bathtub and has apparently escaped.
I do like that this movie just like throws you into a world and just says you have to accept it. We're not going to explain shit. Just you have to accept this or just leave. And
Especially,
it's like, okay,
especially
this
because
is what's
as
happening.
they're in a panic destroying their own apartment trying to find this thing, we are intercut with scenes that introduce our lead character, Brian. And Brian seems to come down with something, complaining of a headache and dizziness as his girlfriend, Barbara, arrives to get him. While this is going on, this elderly couple, I know they gave their names, I do not remember it. I did not care enough.
Yeah.
They're
They were just old couple.
distraught. Like, the wife is absolutely destroying their kitchen, just sobbing and screaming.
This is a very like
No.
detailed depiction of like a complete mental breakdown between these two individuals.
They even go visit their
Right.
neighbor, who ends up being Beverly Bonner,
Mm-hmm.
Casey from Basket Case.
Yeah, Casey from Basket Case.
Oh, wasn't she the lady you said who's been in like almost
Yeah.
all of his movies or
And
something?
it's usually the same character in different
Alright.
iterations.
Okay.
They
Nice.
go visit her to check her bathtub and see if what they're missing is there.
And it implies that they're doing that to everyone.
Everybody.
I guess we don't really see the first time that the Elmer gets into Brian. He just kind of starts seeing shit.
Brian lives with his brother Mike, and it's obvious that Mike has the hots for his brother's girlfriend.
Immediately obvious. Like they leave that on from frame one.
Yeah. Barbara comes to Brian like, hey, we were supposed to go to this concert tonight. I've got the tickets. And Brian ends up having Mike take her, and
he wants to tell her that he loves her, but the point is probably moot.
back to the elderly couple on the floor, foaming at the mouth.
And they just kind of leave him there. So you almost think that they're dead.
I definitely did the first time I watched it.
Yes, it's implied that they're dead.
Yeah. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
It's very much implied
Yeah.
that they're dead. And this movie jumps into shit straight away.
You don't really have time to ask questions or to really think about what the hell. It just goes like, no,
Yeah,
this is what's
especially because
happening. So-
Brian gets up and the back of his neck is covered in blood. His pillow's bloody, his sheets are bloody.
Yeah, and he's just
The
like,
dude can barely stay upright. And then suddenly the floor of his bedroom floods in an ocean of Smurf blood.
Many Smurfs died for this film.
This movie is the source of extinction of the Smurfs. Yeah, his bedroom floods in an ocean of Smurf blood. He just watches. His ceiling light slowly becomes an eye. And we watch him drown in tropical blue punched Kool-Aid.
The whole movie, is the movie really about the dangers of drug addiction, or is it about the dangers of blue raspberry and high fructose corn syrup?
It could be
I mean,
both, because
yeah.
I mean, depending on what you're taking, you could get the munchies really bad. You might end up wanting that delicious high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, and he just kind of wakes up and all right, Elmer. I played a little clip of his intro just because his voice is just amazing.
We have to talk
It's
about
like-
that.
Yes.
So we can talk about how this thing looks. Let's kind of describe it, and then you can hear the voice. But it's if you haven't watched it, yeah, it's like a fat
It is
worm.
It
I
is-
guess.
basically if a penis were also a leech, that had necrosis.
And was blue.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
And,
necrosis, black and
and
blue.
it like slit its
Mhm.
jaw down.
But with
And it had
tiny little eyes.
Cute little eyes. I mean, he's such a cute little fella. I liked him. And yeah, and then he would open his mouth up and he had these huge, horrible fangs everywhere. Like he was just this creepy looking, amazing looking character, but then he just pops up and he sounds like this.
You don't need to worry about anything ever again. I'll do all your thinking for you. Just put me on the back of your neck and everything will be fine.
My neck? Oh, you mean the hole? Wait, but I don't know.
Trust me, Brian. Trust me.
Sounds like he's about to read me like the Winnie the Pooh stories or something. I don't know.
That's John Zatcherley.
He wasn't. I didn't see the name in the credits anywhere.
Do you know what?
I didn't see Elmer in
okay.
the credits.
Casey sounds like she's going to tell us.
I looked up all kinds of stuff about this. So yes, Elmer is voiced by TV horror host of the 50s and 60s. Is it Zatcherley or Zachary? I always pronounce it Zachary.
It's probably Zachary.
John Zachary. He voices the smooth talking parasite, and of course he does go uncredited. Zachary was a member of the Screen Actors Guild, and as we know, Henenlotter doesn't usually do this kind of stuff. So this was a non-SAG production, and Zacherley's name did not go on the film, so he would not be fined or potentially booted from the Screen Actors Guild.
Because then you would lose your health insurance, and that is the 90% of the reason to be in the Screen Actors Guild.
I mean, that's why I'm in it. So yeah, Elmer gets on the back of his neck and sticks a needle in it and squirts some blue shit into his brain. That is a really cool effect, by the way.
It really is. It so is. Yeah.
It's perfect. It's just like an up close shot of like a brain with like the blue shit kind of seeping into it. It's really, really effective.
My biggest concern is like unless that protrusion was going up the spinal column and through the cranium, is like that wouldn't be physically possible. But that's also just me being way too deep into my medical textbooks.
Oh yeah, no, that'll ruin watching a movie like this.
Oh, it does. It 100% does. But it's also great for studying because it's just like, okay, what vertebra does that go into? What bone is that's broken here? What kind of fracture is that? It's a weird form of studying.
Could you imagine writing a thesis on this movie from that perspective?
I mean, I did write my college thesis paper on the oversaturation of CG in horror films.
Oh, there you go.
So,
yeah, nice.
Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Brian has had a split lip this entire time.
Yes.
So, the whole reason behind that, initially it was meant to be as the result of a bar fight that Brian got into the night before. That they never shot those scenes. The actual reasoning, from what I have read, Henenlotter thought Rick Hurst was too pretty.
Considering he spends the rest of his career in soap operas, he might have had a point.
Yes, because I will admit, Rick Hurst is very pretty. And you know what? Henenlotter doesn't do pretty.
He's a beautiful gentleman.
Henenlotter doesn't do pretty.
Henenlotter does not do pretty. Henenlotter is broke, busted.
Well, Frankenhooker was very pretty.
Yeah, but then you have the stitches and the weird different styles of makeup and stuff.
Henenlotter takes pretty and twists it around after putting a bunch of clown makeup on it. And, splashing it with fake blood.
So horror drag.
Yes. Boulet Brothers. Ooh, that makes me wonder if they could get Frank Henenlotter on as a guest judge.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Did you see the Katya performance on their Halloween special? I don't know if it was last year or the year before.
I did.
So there's a Halloween special that they did, and so Katya, they've got a little person and someone else cutting her open and just pulling out pasta out of her intestines while she sings a song about ravioli.
They got fucking Katya.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna need to watch that later.
I'm pretty sure you just said real words, but I'm not 100% sure.
Honey, you can watch Drag Race. It's not gonna make you gay. Made me gay.
Is that what we're talking
Well, we're
about?
talking about
Drag racing.
the Boulet Brothers drag show, but Katya got big on a season of Drag Race.
Yes.
How big did she get?
Well, not big enough to win, but big enough to have a career after
Katya
being on the
was
show.
robbed.
Katya was. What season was she on?
Primarily she was robbed in All Stars season 2.
All Stars. Okay, I didn't. Season 2. That was the one that Adore leaves like in the second episode, right?
Yes, the final 4 were Katya, Detox, Roxy, and Alaska.
Did Alaska win?
Yes.
Titties out.
More so like titties off, but getting back into it.
Woo! This is fucking great!
Yes.
You didn't keep that.
Brian ends up running down the street in his hallucinogenic state, amazed at everything he sees. Everything's bright and colorful. It's wonderful. The junkyard in particular looks really amazing, and he hops the fence to partake in the laser light show that is happening only in his brain.
I have never seen anyone this far gone down I've never seen a woo girl woo this much. Like he's like
is a woo.
Oh, this was a pretty accurate representation of like a Tuesday night on Sigma Brain. On all honesty, when I leave here.
See, I want to dig into that. Like, okay, but like you hear yourself, right? You hear it?
Yeah. Do you hear this?
Woo! This is fucking great!
Yeah, but like,
right?
Help me out here.
I also just kind of realized that thing that Dustin puked up all those ages ago, that thing that's still living around in the vents, is that his Elmer?
I don't know if it's like his Elmer. It definitely came out of him. It was a parasite.
Is it
yeah.
his id?
God, no, that's deep.
Did you barf up your common sense into a physical form and it ran away?
That sounds like some shit my mom would say. just the strongest put down someone from the South could come up with.
I didn't even give it a name. I don't even know if it was a tumor. I don't know if it was I don't know what this is, guys. I didn't even give it a name.
It's okay. Let it out. Let it all out.
And see, it probably stays away from you because of the way you act while you're on the Sigma Brain.
Yeah.
No, I think the solution is more Sigma Brain, honestly.
See, now that's the toxic Sigma Brain addiction talking through you again. You've got to take a step back. You got to pause.
Exactly. Like, I haven't been around. You know why? Well, 1, because I've been playing too many video games, and 2,
Infinity Nikki fucking rules. You've got to get on this shit.
Oh yeah, no, it's gay and it's pretty. It's dress up. It's very fun.
See, now you have my interest.
It scratches a weird itch in my lizard brain.
What are we talking about?
I've lost track.
We're talking about how you're a danger to yourself and others. I haven't hung around because I've seen what the Sigma Brain has done to you, and quite frankly, I don't want to be around it.
She's got a point.
I thought that it was just because I made you watch Sister Krampus.
I mean, that too, but like the Sigma Brain certainly doesn't help.
Yeah, I mean, it made you consider trying to find a Sister Krampus too. That can't possibly be Dustin. That's got to be the Sigma Brain talking.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with this.
Knowing that you had subjected me and Gabe to Sister Krampus 1 was enough. Like, that is standard Dustin. Sigma Brain Dustin searches for Sister Krampus 2 to try and push it upon us even further. Because he then at that point has no thoughts of our well-being. And only selfishness because of the drugs.
Didn't you listen to Dare in school, man?
Was that a band?
No, I think it was a stuffed lion. It was a t-shirt. Was it a band?
I mean, everything's a band.
It was the Dare to Keep Kids Off Drugs.
See, you did know.
Yeah.
See, now this is just
We used to get high and laugh at those commercials.
fair. Dare did more harm than it did good. How Dustin's antics will probably have alerted the authorities. Brian's antics within the junkyard have caught the attention of the night watchman.
Is this Night Watchman been in anything else? He looked really familiar to me.
Maybe Street Trash?
It would track that he'd be in Street Trash, but I can't watch that movie because it makes me barf.
That is fair. I have seen it once and do not intend to repeat that process.
Have you seen the new Street Trash?
I haven't yet.
You gotta watch the new one. It's actually really good.
I even asked you, if you, you said the new one was good, but I even asked you, will it make me barf? And you said yes. So I have not watched it.
Yeah, it might, but it's still good.
Either way, this night watchman suits up. He takes extra precaution, readies his gun, and he finds Brian just jumping amidst the car towers, just like having the time
Just
of his
losing
life.
his friggin' mind. Yeah.
Night had.
He's painting with the colors of the wind.
Yes. He slams Brian face first down onto the hood of one of the cars, turns it over to frisk him, and as he lifts Brian's shirt, Elmer jumps at him face first, and the parasite drives his way through his forehead to get to his tasty, tasty brain meats.
Do you have experience with that? That sounded yeah.
Have you not heard of a transorbital lobotomy?
Yeah, I've seen Sister Krampus.
The basic idea is because Elmer went through the forehead, there's way too much skull plating and flesh, so it's really, really difficult to get to the brain meats. It's easier to go through the eye because the bone there is much, much thinner.
And then he goes back home to have bath time fun.
Yes, after asking for another small hit of the juice, because the colors were starting to fade, signifying that he's already started down the path toward dependence. It just takes a little bit.
Sound familiar, Dustin?
Well, that's why you take suppositories with the delayed response reaction ones, and then you take the immediate ones. So you have you never come down because it just fills you up all the time. You don't have to worry about that. I know that was something I thought about already. So I made sure to time
Did you think about the longevity of your liver?
And
I thought about the longevity of the pills.
Okay.
And considering how many suppositories you've taken, the longevity of your intestinal tract?
I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Yeah, I think you could die of rectal blindness because I can't see your ass staying alive after all that.
Rectal blindness?
Oh, I'm gonna pivot to an ad read. You're gonna do this? Go for it. You can do
Yeah,
this one.
I'm gonna go get some restraints for Dustin. We can't risk him running off again.
Good idea. So if you go into my office in the drawer there's some shackles, like some old timey monster shackles. Folks used to,
Like you got some legit manacles in there?
yeah, the time you used to use on people used to use on the relatives they were ashamed of. Those shackles, we can grab those.
Oh, cool. Do you have one of those?
Could be womanacles. We're not,
Do you have one of those wives' bridles too?
Sure, I know what that is. Yes, of course, yes.
Or maybe we could just stick him in your Iron Maiden.
Yes, I do have the Iron Maiden.
Ooh, let's do that. Let's do that.
Which album?
I'll go get
The
it.
Trooper.
Cool.
I don't know. I like Fear of the Dark, but let's go. It's the little touches that make a house a home. Flowers, accent pillows, candles filling the room with a fragrance. And we here at the Cryptid Candle Company know exactly how important scent is in transforming your home into a welcoming and cozy space. Or even bringing just a little bit of the outdoors inside. That's why we came out with the world's only Sasquatch-scented candle, instantly bringing the eye-blinding musk of Bigfoot into your home as easily as lighting a wick.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna light one right. Hold on. Get that going for
you. with subtle notes of moss, pine, rotting skunk, and apeshit. It's an alluring
Ooh,
blend.
that's ape shit.
It's an alluring blend meant to invoke the presence of nature's most elusive cryptid.
You could almost like taste it on your tongue.
Yeah, a little bit. That Sasquatch is famous for his powerful, lingering stench, and the Cryptid Candle Company has sought to recreate this with an elegant candle made from the rendered fat of beached whales and infused with the delicate bouquet of hamster pellets and sweat collected from the orangutan exhibit at Joe Exotic Zoo. We have lovingly crafted the one and only Sasquatch scented candle. You can always try our other fine candle scents, such as Chupacabra's breath, Nessie's scales, and sandalwood. Go to the Cryptid Candle Company now and enter code BigfootStank for 25% off.
Smells like Bigfoot's dick! Okay, I got the Iron Man. Whoa! Why does it smell like someone lit a fart?
That's the sponsor from this week. Gimcrack, why did you choose these people?
It's just whoever drops down from the ceiling. That's the rules.
Okay, here. You know what? It's good too. Let me put the candle. Oh God, it smells even worse when you put it out.
Okay, I'm fine.
All right, I think I'm back.
All right, Patrick, help me get him in there.
All right, okay, I'm gonna. Okay, I've got his left side. You get his right.
Yep. I got the door. I got the door.
No,
This way.
Guys.
In.
There. And getting the lock for safety.
I'm a little concerned about microphone quality through the Iron Maiden.
Well, it's got the little panel that you can open up to like shove a little bit of toast in there.
Yeah. Let's just like slide that panel open and.
Okay, I guess it's a little bit better.
Yeah. If we just put that mic right there, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll just set this right here. And we'll move it when we need to shove something through the toast slot.
Is this better? Is this okay?
Yeah,
I'm just glad we were able to like maintain the audio quality while torturing someone.
Yeah, real nice.
Oh, Gimcrack, I was wrong. You should actually know what I was talking about. A scold's bridle, not a wives' bridle. Scold's bridle. It was used to put on people who talked too much.
Oh yeah, I think I do have some of those somewhere.
Yeah, but I think this will work. This will keep him stationary while we really drill into the back of his head the dangers of what he's been doing to himself with the Sigma brain. Through allegory with phallic leeches that sing show tunes.
Of things that are going on. This movie, there's things going on, I think. He goes on a date with his girlfriend, right?
He does go on a date with his girlfriend.
Then what happens?
Well, the thing is,
okay, and he sees brains in spaghetti.
Yeah,
that's so weird.
After our little incident at the junkyard, 2 months pass, and Brian's stopped going.
Was that like a thing on the screen that said 2 months later?
No, but during the dinner, Barbara said like 2 months ago you were talking about us moving in together. So I kind of connected the dots and figured, okay, it's been 2 months since that initial issue.
Oh, okay.
So,
hey guys, did you grab the blue Iron Maiden or did you grab the gold one? I can't tell which one this is on the outside.
Are you asking my colorblind ass what color the Iron Maiden is?
Of course not.
No, this is the special rainbow one for Pride.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains some things. I had put some Sigma brain on each of the spikes because I thought it'd be really funny.
That sounds like a hate crime.
I think I just got injected with all of them at once.
I thought I grabbed the one with the dulled spikes. Because, the dulled ones hurt more because they're in all those pressure points for so long.
That's true. We call it
Possibly.
the Alan Rickman theory.
Before I put the needles in there, maybe.
What are you talking about? Are you going around putting needles in things?
Have you need? I just wanted you to try just one.
No,
Oh,
Just one.
bro. Consent.
Just
What are you doing?
this is like that friend you
I
had
know,
in
well-
college who took magic mushrooms and they're just like, you really need to try this, bro. It'll open your mind. No.
Have you seen Climax?
Right.
It does not end well.
Many times, my friend.
He might die.
You know what? At least we've already got him in a coffin. It's fine. It's fine. He can stay in there for now. We'll figure it out later.
Get it? I was in a coffin. And I was
You see, this is what I'm talking. This is what I was talking about earlier. You can't stop them, no matter what you do. They just keep coming at you. You can pierce them with 1,000 spikes, and they do this shit.
Hey, Gimcrack.
Yes.
Prepare to beat off.
I
I still
swear to
got it, you son of a
fucking
bitch.
Christ, Dustin, I'm going
Who
to.
gave him the soundboard in there?
I built it in already.
Titties out.
Yes, sir. Okay.
I'm terrified by what he does with his free time. Oh God.
It's okay. So what are we talking about?
At least the Iron Maiden's better than Brian spending like 3 hours in the fucking bathtub, hooping and hollering when Aylmer just...
Oh, I was so jealous.
Hooping and hollering is the best way to describe that because he's literally just.
He was.
Could you
It was
imagine?
just so
Could you imagine
carefree.
going to pick up your date and not only is he not ready, he's in the bathroom with the door locked, presumably taking a bath, and you knock out, and all you hear is "Woo! Woo!" I don't know about you, but I think the date would be over at that point.
I would want to join in because it sounds like he's having the time of his fucking life.
This is true. You might be missing out on something.
You know? Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I was seeing this girl back when I lived in San Diego, and I stayed the night at her house. And then the next morning, I got up to go take a shower, and she had to like move her car because something was coming. So, I went and took a shower while she moved her car, and then when she came back in there, I was in the bathroom, going, "Shampoo is better. No, conditioner is better." And that was almost the end of that because she's like, "Were you just in there talking to yourself?" And I was like, "No." Well, yes.
But I was quoting Billy Madison
Anyway.
because it's 1996.
Yeah, I think it was year 2000 when that happened. Yeah, so that's about pretty accurate.
Yeah. As Brian's having his tubby time, we find that he's added 4 deadbolts to his bedroom door, keeps buckets of water in his room, and added deadbolts to the bathroom door.
Yeah, so he's like,
He just wants his privacy.
yeah, he's like fully
Don't we
crazy
all?
at this point.
Oh, he is in the midst of it.
It
He
seems
is
rational
in
to
the
me.
midst of it. But Barbara does manage to drag him out for dinner. Gets him in a nice suit and everything.
I know the effort that took, like for real.
I know. Like it's maddening. It's an effort to get me to put on pants at certain points.
And then he's in a full suit, and he wastes it by hallucinating brains in his spaghetti
Yeah.
Yeah, the little meatballs start turning into little brains.
and breathing. They're undulating.
Yeah, they're pulsating.
Yeah, that was pretty
Which
cool.
does just show, like, this movie has some fantastic practical effects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Between the
Oh,
stop
big time.
motion for Aylmer, the puppetry, it's amazing. It's so good. It's so good. But Brian is weirded out enough by the brains in his spaghetti
Yeah.
that were not all covered with cheese. He lost his poor nerves and ditched his
He let
girlfriend
the
with
fuck
the
out of
bill.
that door. Yeah, pretty much. Bye.
And that's how she got rewarded for everything she did that evening. She's like, and I have to pay? Jesus Christ.
Makes sense why she bangs
Yeah.
his brother. Yeah.
he ends up in an alley in front of a club called Hell as Corruption by the Swimming Pool Cues plays.
Is that the song? Because the song kicked ass.
It's called Corruption by
That
the
song's
Swimming
pretty
Pool
cool.
Cues.
It's going on my Spotify immediately.
Oh, it's a fantastic song. And Brian ends up feeling the bass from the speakers. He gets noticed by a woman who says he looks good in a suit, probably assuming that he has money.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian is just showing off how fucked he is under Elmer's influence because he's dancing just like all over the place. He looks like he belongs in Jacob's Ladder.
Mm-hmm. No, he does look like a scene from Jacob's Ladder, and he is sweating gallons.
He is tweaking hard. Yeah. He is tweaking hard. And
yeah, you ever go to a 7-Eleven at 3-4 in the morning? That's that's what you see.
Brian proceeds to start making out with this random woman who drags him into the alley behind the club for some fun. And this begins what is the film's most famous scene, the zipper scene.
The fellatio death scene.
Yes.
It seems fucked the hell up.
It's so fucked, but it's so good. Because our bar patron leans Brian against a wall, slides down to undo his pants, and we get death by fellatio. She expects to be sucking Richard, but instead sucks Elmer, with Brian holding her head in place so she can't pull away.
As it eats her brain from the inside out.
Yes.
And it does have lots of close-ups of the purple shaft here too.
Yes.
And I want to highlight that just so I can ask, hey Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
Now I guess this breaks kayfabe a little bit. What was your experience watching that scene in a Shake Shack earlier today?
I stopped watching it.
Oh, you just needed to have the good bits.
In the Shake Shack. Yeah. Well, I was trying to find some sound bites, and yeah.
But did you know that scene existed before you watched it at the Shake Shack?
Yes. Yeah, but I was more listening than watching. So and then it just happened. I was like, oh, whoops, yeah, I need to stop. I need to put this phone down.
Just save it for your next plane trip. I'm sure that'll go down well.
I was gonna say, I don't think any Henenlotter movie is safe to
watch
public.
Anywhere.
Yeah, not for public consumption.
No, not in the slightest.
Pretty much. Yeah, nothing I can really think of.
No, this scene's fantastic. It was removed for all the theatrical releases and the VHS home releases because it was too gnarly, and the MPAA was like, we can't have this. It doesn't make an R rating. It goes beyond that, so they had to cut it and a few other gory scenes until Synapse put it back in 2007 with their DVD release.
Yeah, I could see in 1988 it being a problem.
Yeah.
But
because it was pretty much like PG or RX, then it probably would have got an X rating.
The crew walked out during this as well.
This is the second Henenlotter movie where the crew walked out?
They walked out during this because they refused to take part in the production.
You know what? I can see it, because the last time people walked off his set was the end of Basket Case.
I mean, Frank says on multiple occasions he is not a horror director, he is an exploitation director.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's certainly exploiting his crew.
Yeah. Now, to really sell the impact of what you said, half the crew were from fucking Street Trash.
I know.
A movie so reprehensible, I have only seen it once. They were like, no, this is too much, man. There's a necrophilia, I can't say the words tonight. There's a necrophile rape scene in the middle of Street Trash, which is played as a comedy bit. And those people walked off this set.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's something.
Yeah. Now this is another forewarning for you, Dustin. You keep going with the Sigma brain. This is what's going to happen to you. You're going to end up finding just a shit ton of blood in your underwear, and you're not going to know where it came from.
Yeah, but when it comes to blood in my underwear, I want to know how it got there.
I can't with you. So yeah, he finds blood in his underwear, undresses in an alley, gets rid of the underwear.
I'm pretty sure it's the garbage cans behind his apartment building.
Yeah, I think so because the older people immediately confront him now. The original guy from the apartment at the beginning of the movie, and he explains Aylmer's origins here.
Yes. This thing isn't named Elmer, it's Aylmer. Aylmer, an old English word meaning the awe-inspiring famous one. But in all promotional material and in credits, it's referred to as Elmer. Yeah, so we find out at this point that Elmer's been around for ages. Like, earliest known records being in, like, the 1200s. And this elderly man recounts his history, crying that the Aylmer belongs to him. He paid for him in blood and money, as the Aylmer passed from host to host for 3 decades in post-World War II Berlin. It's nuts. It's like one of those freaking bivalves that just keeps growing and growing and doesn't die. It's like a lobster.
Do you think my little guy's going through torture?
Your little guy?
Or girl? Or whatever?
What are we talking about?
Oh, you mean the little guy that lives in the vents?
Yeah.
Oh, Vit thing.
No, I think he's fine.
Okay.
You know,
You gotta give that thing a name.
He's a scrappy little guy. I'm sure he can handle himself.
And if you can think of a name for my sentient tumor, call 252-564-8666.
See, this is what we're talking about. The grind set culture. That's a Sigma brain symptom. You're too far into the Sigma brain. Everything is all hustle culture with you. Rise and grind. Fuck off.
Like, dude, just relax at some point.
Just be.
But if I relax, the suppositories fall out. They just...
That's probably a good thing at this point. You need to stop shoving shit up there so your rectal muscles have time to tighten back up again.
Yeah, because that sounds way too loose. I'm just telling you, man.
At this point, you might just need to start doing Kegels.
Yeah, Kegels are for everyone.
This is like the second episode we've talked about Kegels.
It's important.
It's hard to do Kegels when you've got 18 spikes in your ass.
That's just like advanced mode.
Well, you wouldn't be in there if you didn't run away from your intervention earlier.
That's whose fault is that?
You alerted me to the problem, and then I had to come in and fix it. He comes home and he packs a bag super haphazardly. He's half explaining to his brother what's been going on, and Mike just assumes that Brian's in the midst of drug abuse, while Brian's trying to explain that he needs to be the one to control it. He needs to take charge. And he decides to do this by checking into a decrepit hotel to get some answers.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's the best Hilton Garden Inn they could find.
Yes. I stayed at a Howard Johnson, looked just like that. I like his line when he's just like,
What a nice room, Brian. This is a real classy place.
This is a real classic.
Oh my god, this movie is like it's like One Froggy Evening but evil. He's just Michigan J Frog.
Yes.
But I would gladly let Elmer insult me as long as he does it in that smooth honey voice. Because he could say anything to me. He could read the fucking back of a shampoo bottle and I'd be so content.
Yeah, but what if you were standing outside of the bathroom and you didn't know if that's what they were doing?
What if he was? What if in Zachari's voice he goes, "The shampoo is better. No, the conditioner is better."
I'd be all over it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know why we're talking like this. Like there are people in this room who have perfectly smooth voices. It's fine. You do. Sometimes you read a shampoo bottle. You need to know what's in it.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. You got to know if it's salicylic acid or ketoconazole. That's your active ingredients in your dandruff shampoo.
And no silicones. No sulfates.
No parabens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, this is why our friendship works, Gimcrack. I get it. And
and this is healthy to you guys?
I'm sorry. Are you going to talk about healthy? Yes, there's so much Sigma brain being injected into you right now. I think it's leaking from your eyes, bro.
It's leaking from my toes, actually. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's traveled that far down?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
geez.
God, that's
Could you scoop some of that up and just pour it into my ear? It'll just do the whole cycle again. It'll be fun.
Ugh. Well, this is the point in the movie where Brian finds out that Elmer's been using him to get human brains to eat, recounting to him about the girl from the club and the night watchman. That Brian's just been so tweaked he doesn't remember.
I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several times.
But for me, it's from a lack of sleep. You know,
Yeah.
I get the lack of sleep fugue state, not the drug-induced fugue state.
I get demon possession.
Yeah,
I
it
get
depends on the
rock
demon.
hard.
What?
What?
Jesus Christ. All I gotta say is this is the best scene in the movie.
No.
Because
builds
what
muscles.
Elmer's
Oh, guys, no.
You and the Liver King. All right, but so Elmer is like, when he's singing show tunes, which is fantastic, but Brian finds out that being without the
juice,
being without the juice causes him immense pain and hallucinations.
Yeah, who wants that?
Brian's body chemistry has been altered. Like, he's gotten so much juice from Elmer that he can't be without it, and it's at this point that Brian decides to detox from his influence, and they decide to see who cracks first.
What kind of drugs do you take? It's nothing like that. What the hell is wrong with you?
And this has the best scene because there's a scene in which blood just pours out of his ear for like a solid minute straight while he screams.
I timed it. It was 10 seconds, but it was one single scream for 10 seconds.
Fantastic. It's just fantastic.
He just starts pulling at this thing in his ear and just pours out like
Yeah.
more and more and more, and eventually just pulls his whole ear off.
And then just geyser of blood from the side of his head, and he's just screaming. And it's obviously a hallucination from the withdrawals. And just Elmer's taunting him the whole time, relishing in this anguish.
Elmer's an evil little bastard.
He is.
He's a little
I
junkie
love it.
pimp.
It's absolutely amazing. I'm sorry, what?
So he's like a little junkie pimp.
I mean, he is the drug and he is the supplier.
Yeah.
And,
So what do you think about Huey Lewis of the News?
I mean, it's hip to be square.
So he loses this fight, and he's like, no, with all this pain and withdrawal, no, we'll do it your way, Elmer. I'll find you brains to kill. So he goes to the communal bathroom to do that.
And we get more man butt.
This is the male gaze on the male form, which is interesting.
It was a good looking butt.
It's a good looking butt. This is the guy who's the pimp in Frankenhooker, right?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh, I think you're right.
I think you're right. It did look this. It did look like Zorro,
Mhm.
but Brian looks rough.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks so rough.
He has been through the ringer.
Yes.
So the makeup department was so good on this.
Oh, it really was.
They,
Gabe
like-
Bartolos worked on this, so
They're like he's got no pallor. He is the whiter shade of pale, and they've just drenched like a bucket of sweat on top of him. I think they used real sweat because like this is authentic look.
he's so pale. He looks like we could be related.
Yeah. Oh, wait, here you go. Is this? I think.
Who the fuck are you? How come you don't bought me a Jersey boy? This ain't your tattoo. This ain't your arm. Where'd you get this arm? This is one of my bitches' arms. Who the fuck are you?
How many clips do you have in that Iron Maiden?
I've got an old iPod back here. I've got all the clips from every episode.
You brought an
we've done.
iPod into a Zune household?
Yes, you would be soon, wouldn't you?
This naked man in the shower who's actually quite chill.
Yeah.
You know,
He's a cool guy.
He's the most chill, down to earth, like reasonable guy.
This is the most
He's
homoerotic
still
part of the
keeping
movie.
an eye on him. He's still
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not-
good? You good, man? You good?
yeah, he's just like, it's fine if it's your first time here. No one's gonna judge you or nothing. No one's gonna bother you.
Mhm.
And it's just like that's awesome.
Yeah.
I support that. That is positive masculinity. It is positive, and he's also a red herring because we think this is the guy that Elmer's gonna go after, but no, he slithers away from Brian and goes after a man who's just sitting on the toilet.
Just some guy trying to take a shit.
Just some dude on the crapper.
Terrible way to go out. The last thing you do. That's why I don't even shit anymore. I don't want to go out that way, so I'm just not going to do it.
Speaking of humongous bloody messes, Aylmer gives the man sitting on the toilet the same treatment as the Night Watchman, drilling directly into his skull, and he just leaves a gigantic mess.
The blood is everywhere.
Yeah, and I love that Brian is so concerned. He's sitting outside of the stall, just wearing a towel, just going, "Shh, keep it down. They're going to hear us." Like that's the only thing he's worried about. Just.
I think it's great, like a great portrayal of Brian's character, actually, and like we don't know what he was like before he got addicted, so we don't know if he's changed or not, but just where he is on his addiction journey. He's like, whatever, man, just keep it down. We can't get caught.
Yep. And after this disaster, he returns home, curls up in his own bed, absolutely defeated that he gave in to Elmer's demands.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he overhears his brother and his girlfriend have sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very lackluster sex.
Yeah. Well, we did get that dream sequence between the three of them.
Yeah.
We did.
It was also not particularly exciting.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. Yeah. And then he ends up, well, it was exciting when he started eating her face and just when he was dreaming about him eating his girlfriend's brain.
Yeah. With all those little suckers on his chest.
Sure.
Good for grabbing. Good for grabbing.
Yeah. Attaching yourself to things.
He's so detached. He's so in the midst of it that he hears his brother and his girlfriend, and he just decides to get high instead. But that we also get a great visual joke as Elmer rises up from under his blanket and then crawls out, but makes it look like he has a boner.
Zoolander style.
Yep.
I do like his whole thing is basically just Towley at this point. It's like, I need to get high. just a little high.
And he's literally wearing a towel.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
I was about to ask, is Brian Towley or is Elmer Towley? But no, you are correct. Brian is Towley. Brian is indeed Towley at this point.
Yeah.
Elmer's the new drug.
He realizes that he doesn't have control. He can't control himself or who Elmer chooses to target. And he tries to warn his brother and his girgirlfriend that he catches in bed.
I'm going to leave because otherwise I'm going to kill both of you. I don't know.
Yeah. Like y'all need to get out before I get back. Otherwise you're going to die.
And I'm going to eat you, explicitly eat you.
Yeah. And he's followed by Barbara as he enters the subway station.
She's like, you said you were going to eat me? And she ran after him.
She confronts him on the subway. And he's just completely not paying attention as she's talking.
Before we get to this scene, I do want to call out that Basket Case shows up.
Yes. She's...
Yeah, in the subway, yeah.
She's talking as they're seated on the subway, and we find that he's seated across from Dwayne Bradley, holding Belial's basket.
Nice touch.
And it's at this point that we even further realize that there is an extended Henenlotter verse. And the whole time she's talking, Brian's just opening his mouth and Aylmer's popping out and getting sucked
like
back in.
Looney Tunes cartoon.
It's
great.
It's so good. It's such a good effect. I love it.
He just pops out like...
Brian's greatest fear as she kisses him and Elmer forces himself into her mouth, eating her brains and killing her.
It's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Well, everyone is just sitting around watching.
Death by French kiss. She is left on the subway, mouth bloody, as a nearby patron reads a newspaper with the headline, "Killers Loose in the City."
Because Frank Henenlotter is a lot of things, but subtle ain't one of them.
Nope.
This is very true.
Subtlety, don't know her.
I want to make a movie about objectifying women. How do we convey that? What if there was a platter full of breasts?
Like that's where the pitch started. Platter full of
What
breasts.
if
He's like,
there were?
okay,
What
write
if,
a script around that.
what if we made hookers explode and their boobs just flew across the room?
Cool. Keep going. That's good. I like that
But
one.
what if we could attach a camera to a leg and just have a POV shot? Now we're in Henenlotter territory.
It's even funnier because Frank Henenlotter has stated that this movie was inspired by the story of Faust, with Elmer as the Mephistopheles figure.
Fausto Garibaldi.
Yeah, like along with the obvious drug metaphors, he said it's inspired by Faust. Elmer is a metaphor for escapism because it's just like it could be drugs, it could be a million other things. The point is like you're escaping, but drugs is the easiest to do.
And there are some homoerotic themes in the movie as well, so you could do that reading.
Yes.
That's interesting. I mean, like this is art. It is sleazy, it is obvious, and it's crazy, but it is like unquestionably art.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen all of Henenlotter's films that were not within the Basket Case trilogy. And they all have something to say except for Bad Biology. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I've heard a similar reaction from everyone who's watched that film.
I live tweeted it to you guys.
I know, because I was debating watching it, and your reaction was so visceral. I'm like, you know what? I'm probably good on this one, guys. I don't think I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen Brain Damage more than I've seen The Godfather.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But speaking of garbage, Brian returns to his favorite trash cans at the apartment building, moving to get rid of his bloody sweater, and he finds himself held at gunpoint by the elderly couple who are still alive.
Somehow.
But look extremely worn out from withdrawal.
I would be less shocked if Oscar the Grouch popped up with a gun at this point than I was to see these two fuckers.
He even threw a trash can lid in the alley doorway, just like, they better not be there.
He did. He's like testing it, and then they showed up anyway.
They showed up in another area.
They're like, see, I told you. You wanted to stand in that doorway again, but he thought about that. He threw the trash can over there. We had to be in this doorway. I don't even know what that accent is.
They hold him at gunpoint. They want Elmer back, and they want him back now. They take Elmer from Brian's back, and it attacks her, eating into her skull like so many others, because, Elmer's only got one move.
Yeah. It's actually amazing that he's existed for thousands of years.
Yeah, he's only got a couple moves.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also revenge, since they held him captive for so long.
And they fed him not human brains, and I think that irked him to an umpteenth degree.
Oh, absolutely. They're both attacked by Leech. Brian picks up the fallen gun, watching in stunned silence. Elmer's just like, I'm not finished eating my brains, and Brian just wants another hit of the juice.
Mm-hmm.
Brian places Elmer back in position, and as he prepares, the elderly man wakes up and crushes Elmer, overdosing Brian in the process.
Yeah, it just floods his brain with Smurf blood.
Yeah,
just like fully submerged. It looks like his brain is the paper towel in an absorbency commercial, and that blue liquid is just everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man, I can't write on a pen and paper with this. I need to take notes.
With here, I'll put the pen between your teeth.
Right.
Okay. And it's just a scribble. It's just a scribble.
Yeah, I can't really. It's a.
What was the scribble supposed to be?
Oh, I was just trying to think about how to inject more into my bloodstream at once.
See, no, you're taking the wrong lesson from the Iron Maiden therapy. Look, guys, I don't know if Iron Maiden therapy is working.
Well, we didn't know that he had coated the damn thing with Sigma Brain before we stuck him in it.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. What the fuck, dude?
It did relieve a little bit of pressure in my lower left quadrant, though, so it's nice.
See, I told you acupuncture was real.
Either way, this overdose is agony. It's absolute terror. As Brian leaks juice from his head, a large nodule is pulsating and forming on his forehead.
Turning into a scanner.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he's in complete hell. And he goes back to his apartment. He can't take this suffering anymore. And he points the gun at the nodule and fires. From outside his window, strobing lights are seen. The police come, his brother comes, they bust into his room, and they find Brian seated on his bed, staring blankly. A massive hole within his skull, emitting light and crackling electricity.
And the movie ends on the crackling electricity.
Yes.
Very Highlander.
Yeah. Yes, this is true.
This is how our film ends. Not with a bang. Well, literally with a bang.
Well, yeah, it did. Was he growing a new Elmer? Was that what was going on?
No, I just think his brain was I think it was just like a tumor. I think he was
I think it's closer to the pineal gland in From Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
I think closer to that.
Yeah, it seemed like it was like maybe injecting a lot of that juice and then shooting yourself in the brain would create a new creature. Is that what we're talking about?
That's a dangerous realm of thought for you right now. You create a new creature just by coughing one up. I think that's really all you need to do on Sigma Brain.
Oh, why do you gotta remind me?
I wonder if we catch it and we have it confront him, maybe he'll see the damage he's doing.
It's a good thought.
Like if he's this if he's this hung up about it, like maybe if we can bring it down. It still lives in the vents, right?
Yes.
Might have to
Gristle.
I'll have to look into that.
I'm going to name it Gristle.
Gristle?
Gristle.
Like throbbing gristle?
Gristle.
Gristle.
Like the part of meat that is so fatty and tough you can't chew it.
Yeah. See, I feel like this sets a dangerous precedence for your relationship. Like, you don't know who or what the thing that you've spawned is, but they've been around by themselves for a little. They have a personality, and then you not only choose a name, but choose a name for them that implies being cast off. You see how you see
undesired
the toxicity with the Sigma Brain. You see what we're getting at?
Yeah, but maybe some people like Gristle. I don't mind a little Gristle.
All right. I think that's the end of the movie. So I guess what really needs to do is there's a question we need to ask.
In a way, I brought you here to offer you a job. You think you can do it better, so here's your chance.
Dustin, let's start with you. This is a difficult question considering the movie we watched right now, but if you could change 3 things about this movie to make it better, what would they be?
Okay, I thought about this. I have some ideas. I would like to see the trippy moments be a little bit more insane. I know it was what 88 when this movie came out. Like technology budget, you just couldn't really.
Well,
do a lot,
you also it's not a union movie in the 80s. Like it's indie, so their budget is rock bottom. I think less than $2 million.
I think per IMDb, I think it was 900,000.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I would. It's been that much a month in Sigma Brain.
I'm sorry, what?
No, it's on the.
So
it's on
remember you owe me $33 and you could be free?
So the second thing I would change, I would like to see the old couple tripping out.
Why?
Like having them, I want to see some of their visions of stuff. I don't know, just because they could be. I don't know if they were getting as much of an effect or if it was not as much of an effect because they weren't giving it real brains, so it wasn't as strong. I don't know. Questions.
Okay. Those are like Stephen King level questions where you're like, I really need to explain every aspect of the monster.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Which is kind of funny because apparently, like, in Brian's bedroom, there was a copy of Cujo, which Stephen King even said he was so fucked out of his mind he doesn't remember writing it.
This movie just circles back around on the drug themes.
It does. Unintentionally.
Yeah. And I think I would really like fuck up the ending to where Elmer just decides to leave Brian in the house, and like he leaves him basically like behind in a murder scene. So then everybody thinks Brian really did it, and Elmer just sneaks off to the side.
I think that's more of like a Little Shop of Horrors ending, where like your monster is like malevolent in a way that's like sadistic. Whereas I guess he's sadistic, but like his malevolence is he's still a leech, and he still needs to like
He still needs a
use
host.
Brian. Yeah,
He's a parasite.
Right.
He needs a host.
I don't know if I could think of 3 things to change about this movie. I love it.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was very hard.
I think honestly, the only thing I could say is give them a bigger budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see what they could do with this with a bigger budget.
Yeah, as much as I'm usually against remakes, I'm like, if you do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
The one problem is the 1980s New York is such a character and setting in this movie, and we could never recapture that. Not really.
That's very true. That's very true.
That long shot when he storms out of the restaurant completely like paranoid and is about and starting to trip, and he's just crazy, and he's about to find the club, right, where he's just walking, and you have that long parallel shot of the camera tracking him as he just walks through the streets of New York in the 80s. It's so good.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's the only thing I would change with this. Just give them a bigger budget. I want to see what Frank could have done with this with more money available to him. Because with what they've got now, this is already a fantastic film. I just want to.
It really is.
Yeah,
it is really, really good one. How dare you bring a good movie on this show?
I'm not a sadist, but it's funny that you played that sound clip. Gimcrack and I have been talking, and you know what Morgan Freeman says. You think you can do it better? Now's your chance. Gimcrack, how much do they owe you again?
$33 and 28 cents.
I'll give you $33 so you can buy some more rolls on Infinity Nikki, because I know you're missing just a couple more pieces of that outfit that you really want.
Ooh,
And you know what?
yes.
I'll give you that 33. And Gabe and I have been on a bit of an indefinite hiatus right now with Glass Half Full Moon. Life's been crazy, and the world is presently shit, and it makes it difficult to want to watch bad films. But we want to keep our fingers in the podcast pie, as or so. How's about you guys are under new management?
Oh, so you'd buy that debt, and then
Yeah.
and I get the new Infinity Nikki the costume. Yes. Let's do
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Exactly. I'll pay their debt off of you, and you can just keep doing what you're doing, stay as producer, but Gabe and I will essentially own this shit now.
That seems fine to me.
Do we get a say in it?
No, you do not. Do we get a say in it? He asked from his Iron Maiden prison.
See what happens, Patrick. You let them lock me up in an Iron Maiden.
I am now seeing the error of that. Yeah, no. Yeah.
I could have stopped it all,
Yeah.
I think.
So yeah, I think from here on, this will be Glass Half Full Moon presents Found on Shelf as broadcast from Gimcrack Video.
A little wordy.
Follow us every week on New Video Tuesday.
Why are the stars always winking and blinking above? What makes a fella start thinking of falling in love? It's not the season, the reason is plain as the moon. It's just Elmer's tune. What makes a lady